Hey guys, welcome back. Today I have swatches from the July 2020 Polish Pickup, and each July the Polish Pickup runs a very special event called the Rewind. Basically what it is makers can take any past polish, usually they ask their fan groups to vote on which ones they wish would come back, and they pick a polish to come back for the month, and then they re-release that polish in the Polish Pickup shop, and occasionally they also have additional polishes in their own shop. Now the Polish Pickup Rewind is the same. It goes from the first Friday of the month, which this month is July 3rd, and it runs through the Monday, and that's July 6th. So from July 3rd to July 6th on the Polish Pickup website, you can pick up some of the polishes that I have for you here. I did this video a little bit differently. A lot of the polishes that came back I did at one time swatch. So I do have the photos for you, but unfortunately I just do not have the space to keep videos. So while you can see all of these swatched on my channel or on my Instagram at different times, I don't have all of the videos here. So I do have a few videos here for you with makers that sent me their polish pickups for the Rewind that I might not have swatched before. I think I have like 4 or 5. Some of them are also the ones that you're going to be seeing in the makers' websites. I will discern the difference for you when we get to them, but for the most part, everything is just going to be photos. I figured I'd rather show photos than nothing at all. Since I do have the photos, I might as well use them. Let me know what you think of this. If you would rather for next July, I just keep the video short to whatever I have actual video swatches for. Or if you like the photos because, you know, it's everything in one, kind of everything in one place, gives you a little bit of a better idea. So that being said, why don't we go ahead and jump right into it. The first polish is from by Dany Vianna, and this is Basilic Scales. It's going to sell for $12. There will be 250 available in the US and 15 in the UK. It is described as a peridot green jelly holographic base with gold metallic flakes, as well as gold and green ultrachrome chameleon flakes. This next polish is from by Vanessa Molina, and it is called Ocean is Magic. It is going to sell for $13. There will be 300 bottles available in the US and 20 in the UK. It is a thermal polish that is turquoise, and then it goes to like a clear. It has iridescent flakes representing the sea, and its fish reflecting the sunlight. This is one of those ones that I only have swatch pictures for you. I hope you enjoy the look at the thermal in all of its states. Up next is Cupcake Polish. This is Bluebonnet. This is going to sell for $13. It is having no cap, and this is described as a medium blue nail polish that's packed with iridescent shimmer that shifts from a pink to a gold to a green. This polish is ridiculously shifty. I highly recommend it. If you didn't pick it up the first time, to definitely take advantage of your second chance and go grab it. It is astoundingly beautiful. Cupcake Polish is also bringing a second. It's special effects topper called Rainbow Fish, which is a topper that is filled with blue to pink to gold shifting iridescent shimmer, blue to pink to gold iridescent flakies, and a bit of silver holographic glitter. Use this topper over anything you want. Creams, I chose to use it over a medium gray cream polish, and it is beautiful. I also love it over a royal blue. Next up is from Cuticula. This is their Limitless top coat and base coat duo. It's going to sell for $16. She is bringing back Blackberry Lemon Curd scents. It is an addicting combination of fresh, zesty lemons, warm vanilla extract, and a hint of sugar blended with fresh cream. It smells of a sweet aroma that is then followed with a strong top note of tart blackberries, sparkling citrus, and finished with just a touch of herb. Limitless top coat is a quick drying, super shiny. It doesn't dull your hollow. It doesn't shrink your manicures. It doesn't smear your stamping. It is an absolutely excellent top coat. Mic Drop Base Coat. Mic Drop Base Coat is wonderful. It is everything in one. It is ridge filling, it is a sticky base, it is a strengthening base coat, and it is all in one. And I've said it before, it's not one of those all-in-ones that do a bad job at everything. It actually does a really good job at all of the things, and it is one of my favorite base coats, if not my favorite base coat of all time. I have a video of just little nail art I did for Blackberry, the scents Blackberry, what is it, Blackberry Lemon Curd. Just please excuse my reverse stamping. I haven't done it in forever, and I probably have only done it like maybe 5 times in my life. So it is a little rough. I did consult my favorite reverse stamper, the Mermaid Polish, and she told me what I did wrong. So hopefully next time I attempt this, I can do a better job. But, you know, using the Cuticula products did make it very easy. I used her regular sticky base coat as a quick way to adhere the nail art to my nail. So I could just, you know, take my time filling in the little bubbles. But there you have how wonderful Limitless top coat topped over without smearing. Thank God, because I did not want to do that over. For the month of July, Cuticula will be bringing back her Hawaiian punch set from July 4th for the entire month of July in her shop. This is going to be available in all products, and it is described as a fruity blend of pineapple, papaya, guava, orange, apple, apricot, passion fruit, and cherries. It literally smells like Hawaiian punch that we all grew, or not all of us, but I definitely grew up drinking it, and this is my favorite scent ever. I highly recommend checking it out if you like Hawaiian punch. Next up is from Dreamland Lacquer. This is Bats Full of Shame. It's going to sell for $12. There will be 400 bottles available in the US and 50 in the UK. It is described as a smoky gray jelly base with gold and red iridescent flakies. This was inspired from the 2019 Urban Legends Throwback Month, and it was inspired by vampires. I did have the swatch video for this, and I swatched it a couple weeks ago, so the formula is fresh in my mind. It went on very smoothly and evenly. It had an absolutely wonderful formula. I had absolutely no application issues, no running, no pooling, no staining. I probably didn't need to do a third coat, but there were a few tiny spots where I was a little bit low with my brush strokes, so I wanted to just fill them in. But nothing in there is going to dry textured, and nothing in there is going to give you any kind of difficulty to remove. My swatches are going to show you 3 coats with a glossy top coat, and then followed by a matte top coat. I absolutely loved the matte top coat, the way it looked on this polish. And Dreamland Lacquer is also bringing back a second polish that is going to be available on their website, which is called Wednesday Witch. It is a multi-chrome with shades of aqua, blue, purple, and even pink at extreme angles. It is also touched with a sprinkle of holographic magic. This polish had an absolutely wonderful formula. It went on smoothly and evenly. It stayed exactly where I put it. I had no application issues whatsoever. I had no running, no pooling. I had no staining. Nothing in this polish will dry textured, and nothing in this polish will give you any kind of difficulty upon removal. This is going to be showing you 3 coats and a glossy top coat. I also have it shown for you here over black in case you wanted to just do 1 coat over a black cream. It is absolutely beautiful over black, and I think it just gives those the shiftiness quality a little bit of into hyper overdrive over the black. But I did love this polish so much I wore it for several days. It is very shifty, and I am confident that if you love multi-chrome shifts, you're going to absolutely adore this polish. Since I wore this polish for a couple days, I did get to wear it outside and do a little finger dance in the sun and in the shade for you. I'm sorry that I don't have this for everything, but sometimes I swatch at night and don't go outside. So there you have it in the sun and in the shade. So shifty. Up next is from DRK Nails, and this is Zoo-diac. It's going to sell for $11. There are 200 bottles available in the US and 25 in the UK. It is an ultramarine jelly base that's filled with purple to pink shimmer, holographic microflakes, and red chrome pigments. DRK also has another product, and it is their Magic Effect for Magnetic Polish Top Coat. It's going to sell for $7.80. There's no cap in the US and 25 in the UK. Basically, you just apply it over your magnetic polishes, and it lets you take a little bit extra time to use your magnet, so you don't have to go rush. It's very helpful. This next polish is from Esmaltes de Kelly. It is Butterfly Wings. It's going to sell for $12.50, 300 bottles available in the US, 20 in the UK. It's a clear base with galaxy holographic glitters, blue, silver, pink, and iridescent flakies. Next one is from Ethereal Lacquer, and it is Under the Sea. It's going to sell for $12.50. There is no cap. It is described as a pearlescent, highly dense shimmer polish with a soft pastel blue base. It is a very, very shifty polish. It's beautiful. This next polish is from Flirtin, and it is Ornamental. It is going to sell for $12. It has a cap of 85 in the United States and 5 in the UK. It is described as a dark purple jelly that's packed with shades of purple, confetti mix, and glitters. This next polish is from Heather's Hues, and it is Scorpius. It's going to sell for $12.50. There is no cap. It is described as a blurple jelly that is packed with an iridescent pink to gold to green shimmer. This polish is extremely shifty, and I was very disappointed in myself for not being able to get as good as a multi-chrome shot as I could. I distinctly remember this polish because of how disappointed in myself I was. I did get some good shots in the bottle, so I hope that can also help you, along with the rest of the swatches who did much better than I did. You can tell I have a lot of photos of this just because I was trying very hard to achieve the perfect multi-chrome shift. This next polish is from Jreine, and it's called Temple of Temptation. It's going to sell for $13. There's no cap. It is described as a hot pink jelly base with a strong fuchsia to pink to gold to green shift. This polish was beautiful. I don't usually go for pink polishes, but I absolutely adored this one. Very beautiful. This next is from Kathleen & Co., and it's called Kissed by a Frog. It's going to sell for $13. This was described as a purple base that's loaded with 3 different Aurora shimmer pigments that shift from peach to gold to pink to green and aqua at extreme angles. This next polish will be available in Kathleen & Co.'s shop from July 7th through July 31st, and it is Winter's Dusk, and it's described as a purple base with 2 different Aurora pigments that create a shift from pink to orange to gold and green. Next, from Lollipop Posse Lacquer, is a distinct aura of Dottiness 2.0. It's going to sell for $13. There's no cap. This is described as a soft sky blue crelly that's filled with Aurora shimmer that shifts between red, gold, and green, holographic microflakes, and iridescent color shifting flakes that shift between a varying shade of green and blue. This is a 2.0 shade because the Aurora shimmer and flakes have changed slightly from the original. This had a beautiful formula. It went on super smooth, so easy, stayed right where I put it. I had no application issues whatsoever. There was no running, there was no pooling, there was no staining. Nothing in there is going to be difficult to remove or dry textured. This is a very gorgeous polish. Of course, you know I love blues, so you know I love this one. Also, be sure to check out their second throwback. That will be available in their own shop. They'll be offering chicken legs and mortars and pestles, oh my, from the November 2019 fairy tale theme. It is described as a gorgeous flaky-filled polish that was inspired by Slavic folklore, Baba Yaga. For the month of July only, receive free domestic shipping on Lollipop Posse Lacquer shop orders of $30 and more, or more. No code will be needed. This polish had a wonderful formula. It went on very smoothly and very evenly. It stayed exactly where I put it. I had no application issues. I had no running, no pooling. I had no staining. I used 3 coats to achieve full opacity, although I might have been able to get away with 2, but I do thinner coats, so I did go in for 3 just to make it nice and even in my application. This polish is absolutely astounding. Nothing in there is going to dry textured or be difficult to remove, although you're not going to want to. It is beautiful. Up next is from Len B Designs, and this is Throw Caution to the Wind. It's going to sell for $12. Come in a 15 milliliter bottle, and there is no cap. This was from the Throwback Month Mythology, January 2019. It was inspired by the Greek winds, and it is described as a periwinkle multichrome that shifts from blue to pink to purple to teal. It's a linear hollow with UCC flakies that shift from magenta to blue to teal to orange yellow at extreme angles. The formula on this was excellent. It went on very smoothly and very evenly. It stayed exactly where I put it. I had no application issues whatsoever. There was no running, I had no pooling, and I had no staining. The polish is not going to dry textured, and it will not give you any kind of difficulty to remove. My swatches are going to show you 3 coats of Throw Caution to the Wind and a glossy top coat. I also have 2 more polishes from Len B Designs, which are going to be released in their own shop. You can preview them right now if you go to Len B Designs shop. They are going to be available as a duo for $22 or individually as $12. This first one is called Pleased to Heat You. It is going to sell for $12, and it is described as a red to yellow to green multichrome with tons of holographic sparkle. And when this description says tons, they mean it. There are a ton of, this is just packed with hollow. It like blows my mind. I can't even form cohesive sentences. I love hollow polishes, and this one just has it all. The formula on it was absolutely excellent. It went on very smoothly and very evenly. It stayed exactly where I put it. I had no application issues whatsoever. There was no running. There was no pooling. I had no staining whatsoever. The removal process on this polish was very easy, and it will not dry textured. So my swatches are going to show you 3 coats of Pleased to Heat You and a glossy top coat. This next and last polish available in Len B Designs shop is going to be called A Bit Nippy. It is going to sell for $12, and it is described as a lavender base with green to blue to pinky purple multichrome shimmer linear hollow with magic hollow flakies and tiny rose pink and green iridescent flakes. This polish had a wonderful formula. It went on very smoothly and very evenly for me. I had no application issues at all. I had no running, no pooling. I had no staining. Nothing in this polish will dry textured, but I would recommend a good glossy top coat to make it nice and glossy and give you a perfect finish. This polish is not going to be difficult to remove. My swatches are showing you 2 coats of A Bit Nippy and a glossy top coat. This next polish is from MLF Lacquer, and it is called Ocean's Rainforest. It's going to sell for $11. There will be 140 bottles available in the US and 10 in the UK. Its throwback month was Aquatic Wonders. It was inspired by the Great Barrier Reef. It is described as a turquoise crelly with a blue to purple shimmer, iridescent flakes that shift from blue to purple to pink to gold, and linear holographic microflakes. This polish had a wonderful formula. It went on very smoothly and very evenly. It stayed exactly where I put it. I had no application issues whatsoever. No running, no pooling. There was no staining. I wore this for a couple days because you know how I feel about my blues with hollow. It's just a beautiful, perfect polish, and nothing in there will dry textured, and nothing will give you any kind of difficulty to remove. So my swatches are showing you 3 coats of Ocean's Rainforest and a glossy top coat. Up next is from Penelope Luz, and this is Rose Garden. It's going to sell for $12.50. There will be no cap. Its throwback month was February 2020, and it was inspired by her own mom's rose garden. It's described as a green olive with pink glitters. This polish was beautiful. I really love this, and I don't usually go for glitter. Up next is from Jreine, and this is the Pixie Magic Kit. It's in the Voodoo pigment. It's going to sell for $15, and it is a red to green to gold shift, and it is a burnishing powder that you use over any nail polish with any top coat. So you don't have to buy anything special, and it already comes with its own base coat, so nothing in there is, you're not going to need anything extra. Up next is from Polished for Days, and this is Long Live the King. It's going to sell for $12.50. There's no cap. It was Throwback Month from Magic and Alchemy. It is described as a bright red, slightly coral base that's packed with pink to gold and orange to gold, green shifting iridescent flakes. This polish is gorgeous, and it is definitely has a lot of faces. Depending on the light you're in, it is going to look a bunch of different colors with red, orange, coral. Stunning. Absolutely highly recommend this one if you haven't picked it up already. This next polish is Seeing is Believing from Polished for Days. This one will be available on Polished for Days' own website from July 6th at 11 a.m. Pacific through July 20th at 11 a.m. Pacific. It is described as a bright berry pink to red jelly packed with pink to orange to yellow iridescent shifting shimmer. It'll be $12.50 with no cap. This next polish is from Quixotic Polish, and it's Sunset Swinging. It's going to sell for $11.50. There is no cap. Throwback month was August 2019. It is described as a vivid orange to gold to green shifting multichrome polish with a touch of hollow sparkle. This polish was incredibly shifty. As you can tell, I have a ton of photos. I always end up taking a ton of photos from multichromes, and you're going to see next with the next Quixotic one that I'm going to show you that's going to be available in her shop. This next polish is from Quixotic Polish, and it's going to be available on her own website. This is called Flying Past the Stars. It is described as an emerald green multichrome that shifts to pink, pumpkin orange, blue, and purple. This polish absolutely blew my mind. It is absolutely stunning, and I took a ton of swatches because every time I moved my hand, something different was happening color-wise. It is absolutely stunning, and it is probably one of my top multichromes of all time. It is going to be available on the Quixotic Polishes site for the entire month of July, so I highly recommend checking this one out and picking it up because you will not be sorry. If you love multichromes, you will absolutely fall in love and never want to take this one off. This next polish is from Red Eye Lacquer, and it's called Blub Lub Blub. It's going to sell for $12.50. There will be 75 bottles available in the US and 10 in the UK. It was inspired by the Pout Pout Fish book. This polish was beautiful, and you know I love blues, and this had those flakes. Absolutely just gorgeous. Next up is from Sassy Cats Lacquer, and this is Dragon Glass. It's going to sell for $12. There will be 100 bottles available in the US and 10 in the UK. It is described as a smoky black base with an explosive blue shimmer. It's shiny without top coat, and it is very glowy. I have it shown here with a glossy top coat, and then I have a couple pictures of it with a matte top coat, which I really did enjoy the matte top coat. It really brings out that shimmer. And there you have it. I hope this video wasn't too confusing. I know that, we're jumping back and forth between stuff that's going to be available on the Polish Pickup site and stuff that's going to be available on the maker's own websites. I hope I did a good job outlining which was which for you. If you have any questions whatsoever, please leave me a comment down below. I'm going to try my hardest to monitor the comments so that I can answer everything if you had any questions and I was confusing. I will be posting the stuff that is new on my Instagram, but any of the stuff that I just posted only photos of, they're already on my Instagram. You will be able to check them out along with their swatch videos right now. So go ahead and check that out on my Instagram if you want to. I will have that linked in the description box down below for you. I really hope you enjoyed this video. Thank you so much for watching, and I will talk to you next time. Bye, guys.